And it's live. And I want it horizontal, and it's saying don't do it like that. But it said I could. I don't know. I tried it. It said rotate the device. It don't want me to go sideways. So I don't know what to do about that. All right. And I'm early. I'm actually early to my live. And it is hot as heck in here. Okay. Hello. Trying to set this camera up, trying to get it to go horizontal because it said I could go horizontal on my live. But now apparently I cannot. So I'm in here, y'all. Hey, y'all. Okay. We got the butterflies for the outdoor segment. And today we're talking letting go of the past. Okay. Now, the butterflies is doing their thing. Okay? They're doing it. Okay. I am so hot. Okay? I got the second wig in the bag. She in the bag. And lipstick is in the bag. And the butterflies is in the bag. Okay? Then when we head out, we're gonna do that. All right? Hello, guys. Look, I got a shadow in here even with the lights on today. Okay? Got this Walmart grocery haul. Now, I have done one or two at least since I started a couple of weeks ago. And I shot my Dollar Tree haul right before this, okay? So, in this, my bi-weekly shop, which I call it, I'm still a little confused on why things are called hauls. But I guess because you haul a lot of stuff back to your house, out of your car, and onto your counter, and into your fridge, okay? So, you'll see some footage of me putting this whole thing together. So you know that a grocery haul doesn't just, and all the groceries appear on the counter, okay? I had to haul all of this in from the front door. And any other time I would have been walking through the store. But let me tell you something. I love Walmart delivery. Okay. Now, you can't see the giant pack of waters that I have right back here. I have a 40 pack. Okay, back there. I got some great, are these great value? Yeah. I got some great value paper towels. Okay. I have Angel Soft toilet paper. And it's supposed to be the best one next to the cheapest and thinnest one for your septic tank. So the other kind, your fingers just go straight through the toilet paper. So the Angel Soft is the best one for my septic tank. And this is just a backup supply. So to make sure we don't run out. Okay. All right. I picked up some tuna. I got bread here. That Sara Lee wheat bread. Okay. I do like keto bread, but it was a minute that they didn't have the natures of in keto bread, so I got used to just kind of portioning myself with the Sara Lee golden wheat bread. Now I prefer the white too, but my husband likes wheat bread, okay? So I make tuna sandwiches with that. And like I said last time, we love mustard tuna. My husband is not a fan of mayonnaise, all right? And also with that bread, I make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. If you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich heavy enough, it's a full meal, okay? If you put enough jelly and peanut butter on there, you might as well be done eating, okay? Because peanut butter has a lot of calories in it. 2 tablespoons is almost 200 calories, okay? That's a lot. And then, of course, we're doing lean. We're not doing a lot of carbs, so we do the baconettes, hot and spicy pork rinds fried pork skins, because I consider these to be pork rinds, okay? But these are fried pork skins. These are definitely harder on the teeth than these, okay? So, you know, we got several bags of those, okay? All right, because I'm also going to be putting these groceries away. They just can't live here. Okay, they cannot live here. All right, I got some more of the coconut rice because we ate it. So the 90-second Uncle Ben's, or Ben's Original, it's no longer called Uncle Ben's because they took Uncle Ben away. Okay. Then last time we had the frozen tilapia. Because I wouldn't leave my frozen meat on the counter just to show you guys. No. Okay. So we got the Parmesan encrusted tilapia that I made last time, and I still got to put that air fryer versus air fryer video out. And so these are great. Then I got the cilantro Mahatma version of the rice. And we got cilantro lime this time because I felt like last time it needed something kind of zesty and not so sweet. The sweet was pretty good, but I think it's gonna go a lot better with the Mahatma rice. Okay. So I grabbed 4 of those. All right. Then I got this onion blend, pepper and onion blend, because I'm going to be doing some fajita chicken breasts with this onion blend. And I got some more of those Kinders. Now look, I'm not trying to promote Kinder. Come here, come here. I'm not trying to promote Kinder, but let me tell you something. Yum. Okay. And I also got the caramelized onion one. I'm going to try this one and see if it's good. Now, I accidentally got 2 of these. And that's because one of the cashier left one of our bags out of the cart. So I end up having to go back to the store. And so I picked the wrong one. So I was supposed to get a Chop House seasoning, but instead I ended up with these. Is this up enough? Okay. All right. All right. Now, I told you we lived on the water, so I feel like I'm so far away from you guys. We live on the water, so we live near a river, Algonquin River. So I got this Zevo, and it's supposed to be safe for humans and pets. So hopefully that works out pretty good. I dropped my tablet. Okay. Then I got the Balduc, and I don't know if I'm even saying that name right. Balduc. Now I tried to turn this live around, and I also tried to turn it to the side, and it told me to stop that and put it back. So that's what I did. I was trying to give you a wider shot, but it won't let me. Okay. It told me I could right before I shot this, but then it wouldn't let me. So I got the spicy Balduc noodles. And I think this one is stir-fried ramen. And then I also got this one, and this one is carbonara. And these are really thick noodles. They're not like the $1 a pack ramen noodles. They're not anything like that. Okay. And you know we're on that high protein diet, so I got those big Kodiak waffles. Okay. Hey, mama. So I got these big, thick and fluffies. And you can see on here you get lots of protein. Right there you get 10 grams of protein for one waffle. Okay? So I got these. All right. Let me go back over here so I can put those away. And I got 2 boxes of those because I put the breakfast trays together. Oh. But you won't see me put these together because the plates I made are still in the freezer. Okay? Here are the plates I made last week. All right. While I'm in here, I might as well go ahead and show you my husband's favorite treat. A push pop. Okay, do I got that right? Yes, okay. So I usually get a few boxes of those. So again, I got that onion blend mix. Got that Parmesan encrusted tilapia for $9 from Walmart. And look what I found in the freezer. The Aldi seafood bag, boy. Now this thing come with some good stuff in it. You can see through the bag. It's got sausage and mussels and shrimp in there. You see that? Shrimp, corn on the cob, mussels, red skin potatoes, andouille sausage, and Cajun style seasoning packet. Now my husband went and picked these up. And you will see a video of our fire pit project where we're making our own cooking pit, which is a barbecue. And he was out getting those supplies, so he grabbed a few bags of this because it's really good, y'all. We made it last week. I showed you in a video. This, so good. All right, what's this? Now look at here. Now he done got two. Look at that. Now this is shrimp, calamari, scallops, and mussels. Okay. Oh, you can see through the bag. All right. Okay. I also got from Walmart some farm-raised catfish. Okay, those fillets not too bad in size. Okay. Now, Walmart is not my favorite meat supplier. Not gonna hold you. But these bags, they used to come with this is a pretty nice size fillet. They were getting a little small, but I see they back. Okay. Now y'all, we doing that we doing the pineapple upside down mini cakes. I got the Marciano cherries. I got the shells, and they falling all out of my hand. Okay. And I got those pineapple slices. Now y'all see this in a video that I call a snap. I don't know what those videos are actually called. It's a transition video, but I call them snaps. Okay. So when I make snap videos, you see me. I have the ingredients sitting up, then I snap my finger, and I show you what it looks like after I put it together. Okay. So you've seen that. You've seen the. But last time I did this, I had angel food cake. This time I got the actual dessert shell. Here I come. Hold on. Okay. Oop. There you go. All right. And I put that with those Marciano cherries. And then I put it with the pineapple slices. And I showed y'all how I do that in another video. That's already posted. You ain't got to wait. It's over there on my page. All right. Now, I had things I had to keep refrigerated until I turned this camera on. So I got some Cool Whip. I got this, guys, interesting. I got these Toll House pita chips. They're 70 calories for 6 crackers. You know I do my little snack-cootery before I get into the hot tub, aka jacuzzi. Okay? So I do me a little snack-cootery tray. I showed y'all my snack-cootery vegetable tray. I showed y'all my snack-cootery vegetable plates in my shorts. So run on over to them shorts and just start watching them, okay? And then, so I got the cilantro, and I got the chili lime tahini. Ooh. Y'all, I like tangy and spicy and hot, okay? Okay? To go with that. Now, normally I would have had a bunch of vegetables to show you, okay? Well, my mom said she liked rice, cilantro, lime. Okay. Me too. And so, yummy. All right. All right. And I already showed y'all this Sara Lee artisanal bread. So I'm going to go and put that up. All right. Now the Cool Whip, I got a video coming out from Dollar Tree, you'll see. And it's a Rift. Okay. I got the Cool Whip because I'm going to try to make this here. Okay. Whether it come out ugly, whether it come out pretty, the world will never know until I do it. Okay, so we go do this together. And then I got this biscuit mix, and all these things came from Dollar Tree except for the Cool Whip. It came from Walmart. Okay. The biscuit mix. Okay. I've made homemade biscuits once. I like Grand's, Pillsbury Grand's biscuits. I can't think of that lady's name. I think her name is Sarah or something. She has some yeast rolls. I like those. Okay. I got this fudge brownie from Dollar Tree. And I did a video on that explaining how that's going to go. But what I do have is this coconut pecan that I'm going to put on top of there. Okay. And I'm going to do that to like, well, it was a sound effect everybody's using. It's, he's just a man, Lorelai. Okay. And I'm going to show y'all, if I can bake or not. I mean, I can cook. Okay, let me put this stuff up. All right. Now, y'all, I showed y'all last time about my little birdies outside. See, I done already cut the bag because when I was standing outside, the little birdies was like, hello, where is the bird food? So I had went to Walmart yesterday and got this mixed nuts. You see that? And all the little birds that be in my yard are on here. Every single one of these come to my yard. Can you see all of those birds? Okay, every single one. And they out there now. All I got to do is turn on that water fountain, put some bird seed in that little bitty bird house I got. Yard be full of birds. Okay? Birds. All right. All right. Vegetable spray, not to be confused with gnat spray. All right. Now my husband is a popcorn fanatic, so I got that Act 2 Butter Lovers. It's not made with real butter, so that's the only reason he can even tolerate it. Okay. And then I got the ooh-wee. Y'all ain't tried these popcorn seasonings. Now they have some movie theaters have them, y'all. They have them at the counter with the popcorn, but other movie theaters will be selling these to you. But Walmart has them for $3, okay? All right. So we got that to go along with this, okay? Snack-cootery, think snack-cootery, okay? All right. Now what am I down to? I done showed y'all all my peanut butter. I done showed you my shells. I done showed you all of this. I done showed you the peaches that I'm going to put in the peach cobbler that I got from Walmart. Just 1 can of peaches it calls for, okay? Those ramen, those hot and spicy ramen. All right. And you will see that Bombay rice in that Dollar Tree video once I put it up. And I'm going to try to do some tikka masala chicken on that, okay? All right. I got a couple of melons, and they ain't mine. Okay, so I got some cantaloupes here, and you know I cut these up and put them in that giant snack tray from the last video. All right, we are down to my kombucha, and I don't play about my kombucha, baby. Okay? And that. And that. Okay? I'm drinking a Dr. Brew right now. Okay? Now, I fell in love with this watermelon juice. I'm going to bring it over here. Oh, yes, I am. I'm going to bring it. This watermelon fruit cocktail, 90 calories for my glasses. My God. Mm-hmm. Yes, she did. She put them on. 8 ounces, okay? That looked like 11 before I put my glasses on. 8 ounces is 90 calories. I don't get the fake sugar anymore. Just drink less. Okay? Y'all see when I have these glasses on, I be, yes, sir. And then I put this here cup with it. Y'all see that golden girl cup? Stay golden. All right, y'all. So this is all the groceries, including the big giant 40 pack of water that I picked up for me to eat. And not just show off, okay? And no, I don't have a Walmart brand deal, okay? So I just shop bi-weekly for my groceries, all right? Now, this is not the topic of today. Not the one you came for. Okay? But I am going to put these kombuchas away. And y'all, look here. I'm trying to hurry up. Let me grab mine. And you know what it is. Okay? What I say this mean? We're going outside. Okay, let's go. All right. Snap, snap, snap. About. Ooh, and the sun out here waiting on us today. How low down of it. Check the birdhouse. Okay, let me get y'all up here. I thought it was gonna let me go live horizontally, but apparently it said no. So here we are, kicked up and kicked out. But we back outside. Show you in the sun. Let me bring y'all down some. All right. We got the fountain going. Now last time, I trusted that microphone and got myself out here. And about an hour into the video, oh, it's raining. Okay. Got about an hour into the video. and the microphone died, and I took y'all all around my yard. I took y'all in my hot tub room. I showed y'all my hot tub. I showed y'all my backyard. I took y'all over there by the fountain. And I sat there and I talked to y'all, and y'all couldn't hear nothing. Y'all couldn't hear a word I was saying. So today, hopefully somebody's in here. I see my mother. And you'll let me know if I lose sound, okay? So I got my iPad. Here. I didn't do that right. And let me go into my live. Hey, me. Oh my God, I'm getting a reverberation. I just wanted to be able to see the chat. I didn't want to hear myself. All right. Now, the topic of today. Let's talk about letting go of the past. Okay? Let's talk about it. I got this fan going over here, and it's barely helping me breathe out here, okay? So hopefully it don't get too hot while I'm out here. But we in the caftan of the day. Let me do my thing. We got the hug socks on for today. Okay. Caftan of the day. This is the one I got Wednesday. Okay. Wig of the day. I found her. I was telling y'all in the last live. Hold on. Caftan. That I couldn't find this wig. Ah. Okay. But lo and behold, I looked in my closet in the craft room. And there was. There she was, right there behind the bucket. Or what y'all call a tub or a storage container. Okay. So I found her. So, talk about the past. Let's go. Guys, letting go of the past. Now, I've read several books. I should have brought one out. Hold on. Y'all know I ain't gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna take y'all with me. Ain't no part of my house you can't see. Ain't nothing going on in here. All right. Bring y'all right back in here. Okay, stay with me. Stay with me. I'm going to the books. Guys. Okay? See that? Letting go. Now, this is by Dr. David Hawkins. Okay? Really good book. I also read Earn Your Luck by Stacey Hawk. A field guide for living beyond your narcissistic parents' wildest dreams. Okay? And I read Unleash Your Unstoppable by Cassandra Mack. Okay? These are two new writers. She does workshops at corporate workshops, but now she does her own personal ministry, and she's really good. But this book has been around for ages, okay? And Stacy is a new physio psychotherapist. She's new too, and she's on YouTube as well. Okay? Let's go back outside so I can tell you everything I learned. All right. I want this fan to treat me better. Is it on 3? Okay, I put it on 3. All right, so I can be out here in the light. Okay. Stacey Hawk's book, when I was in therapy, and I did about 3 sessions of therapy. I need to be looking up. I did 3 sessions of therapy. Not nearly enough. But when I told my therapist I was reading this book, And I'm here for this book, guys. But he was like, throw that away. He told me to throw it out. Okay, now Stacy has a mother and a father that were quite detrimental to her growing up, okay? And they allowed her to do a lot of things in their name that she shouldn't have been doing. But if you check out her channel, you'll see what I mean by that. So, but from the book Letting Go, it's a way to become free of negativity. Letting go of the past frees you of negativity. It frees you of pent up stress. I would call it tension. That's what I call it. Okay. Somebody thanked me. Okay. And inside this book, it has y'all, this ain't gonna be turned the right way. They wouldn't let me turn this camera around. I'm gonna turn it around so I can show y'all in the right direction. Okay. It has a scale of emotions. You see that? And it says, look here, y'all. This is the important part right here. Peace. You see that? And joy. Those are the highest emotions. This is an experience. Let me get my mouth together. This is experienced as perfection, bliss, effortlessness, and oneness. And joy is love that is unconditional and unchanging despite the circumstances and actions of others. Okay. Get into it. Peace is the highest emotion. Peace is the highest on the scale of 600. Okay? Get into that. Peace that passes all understanding is described as illumination and enlightenment. Okay? And it's rare in this world. Isn't that shocking? It shocked me. Now, love is unconditional. Joy is the second. The world is illuminated by exquisite beauty, which is seen in all things. The perfection of creation is self-evident. That's joy. There is closeness to unity, patience, self-discovery, self-compassion, the feeling of at oneness with others, a sense of self-completion, and the ability to take care of your own self. That's joy. Love is right under peace and joy. Then there's love. And love is a way of being that is forgiving, nurturing, and supportive. It does not proceed from the mind, but it emanates from the heart space. Love focuses on the essence of a situation, not details. Okay? And underneath love, on the emotion scale, is reason. Okay? And that there's ability to see things in the abstract and to conceptualize, to be objective, and to make rapid and correct decisions, guys. That's real. Acceptance is the energy that is easygoing, laid back, harmonious, flexible, inclusive, and free of inner resistance. That's acceptance. If you feel inside your body that you trying with somebody, then you haven't accepted. If it feel like you're trying with yourself, then you haven't accepted. I'm sitting here talking to this camera right now in full acceptance of who I am, how I look on this camera, what I'm about to say, what I'm going to say, and whatever mistakes I make. If I don't look appealing to you, if I do look appealing to you, I accept that. Okay? Accept that. It's an enormous utility to solving problems. You and I are good. Still connected. It meets life on life's terms. There's no need to blame, rather to blame others and to blame life. That's acceptance. You failed, accept it. You won, accept that. It felt good, accept that. It felt terrible, accept that too. Why be in battle with yourself? Okay? Willingness is under acceptance. You see how it's getting lower here? Willingness is 310. I mean, you just barely away from pride. When you're willing, willingness. The energy subserves survival by virtue of positive attitude that welcomes all expressions of life. It is friendly, helpful, wants to assist, and seeks to be of service. That's willingness. Neutrality is a way of life that's comfortable, pragmatic, and neutrality sits at 250 on the scale. Can you see that? Neutrality, you're pragmatic. You're relatively free of being overly emotional, judgmental, non-judgmental, and non-competitive. That's neutral. And I would have thought courage would have been up over here somewhere with love and all that good stuff. But courage is right there. Courage is 200. Fear is 100. Pride is 175. Courage says I can do it. Pride says my way is the best way. Anger says I'll show you. Anger says I'm going to get even with you. Anger is the energy that overcomes the source of fear by force, threats, and attack. That's anger. It is an irritable, explosive, bitter, volatile, and resentful. That's anger. On the scale of feelings, we talking about letting go. And look under anger, y'all. Desire, fear, grief. Look at that. Apathy, when you just don't care. When you say, I don't care. You one step above guilt. Look at that. Guilt give you a whole 30 there. Apathy is the energy characterized by hopelessness, playing dead, being a drain to others, being immobilized, and the feelings I can't, who cares. Poverty is common in apathy. Look at that. You want to hold on to that? You want to hold on to fear? Fear is the energy that sees danger, which is everywhere. It is an avoidant. Fear is defensive. Fear is preoccupied with security. Fear is possessive of others. Fear is jealous, restless, anxious, and vigilant. And the lowest emotion you can feel, shame. It's characterized by humiliation, hanging your head in shame. It is traditionally accompanied by banishment. It is destructive to the health and leads to cruelty towards others and yourself. I bet you thought you was mad when you was cruel to other people, didn't you? But you was full of guilt and shame. Ain't that something? And so I read this book about letting go by Dr. Hawkins. And I don't profess by any one thing. I mean, this is a whole world, and like I am a whole person, I include a range of things. I can't say that he's 100% correct, but I can tell you he on to something. Okay? About letting go and about this scale of humor, of emotions. And then he goes through the books and he breaks down fear into fear, public speaking. He breaks it down into the healing effect of love. He goes into overcoming, owning the shadow. Are you kind? Are you always just as sweet and generous and joyful and happy as you can be? Do I appear to be kind and sweet and generous and happy as I can be? But let me tell you something. In defense of me, I can be angry. If you try to do something to me, I'm going to be angry about it. I'm going to have some pride. I'm going to be afraid. I'm going to have some grief. I'm going to go into some apathy about I don't care that you mad. Okay? The things that, these are all human feelings. No human being is without them. In that book, I learned that I was confused about what feelings were, right? And where anger was coming from. And was it anger? It could have been shame. Was I ashamed and then I lashed out at somebody? I have had things in the past which called me to these books, which is the reason these books came to exist anyway. You ever had a parent tell you wasn't gonna be nothing? You might need that. You ever had trouble getting over some horrible situation? You might want to read that. You don't know your worth, and everybody do. But if you think people can't see it, you might want to get into this, okay? Okay, now some of my entries in this book, because I don't have no shame. In this book I wrote, leave my book alone, it's none of your business. And I meant it. Okay, and I meant it. And I wrote a lot of ideas I had for doing this YouTube channel, and this was 2 or 3 years ago. Maybe 5 almost. And I'm just doing the YouTube channel. Talk about letting go of fear of being seen. Talk about letting go of somebody not liking what they see. Okay? And I held off putting up a YouTube channel for years. Okay? Based on that. But here's some of the things that I wrote in my book by Sandra Matt. And I have another workbook from her too that I went through. It's probably on that shelf. So it says in this book, granted, everyone has their share of ups and downs, and some days are more difficult than others. There are going to be successes, failures, heartaches, disappointments, and losses. But when your mindset is one of hope and growth, you will find that you will be better able to overcome the obstacles and press through the tests. Okay? And here's a test that I'm having right now. I'm about to go turn this air because it is loud. Jeez, can't hear shit. All right. Oh, Dan. Oh, sweet Dan. May God ever bless you, sweetie. Dan, may people in the chat pray for you. Okay? And I don't even pray for people like that. But may they pray for you. Because do you believe people watching it? You're watching me, Dan. Somebody put a prayer out for Dan. Okay. Do I believe people watching YouTube? Do you think people with millions of dollars would put up something that they think people wouldn't get on and start looking at? You on here. You were able to comment on here because you're watching. You're on YouTube watching every other person like me put a video up. Okay? Every time somebody like me, whether they got professional camera teams or don't have professional camera teams, you come right on over to YouTube and give it a looky-loo. Thank you for coming. And I hope you stay a while and get to know who I am, Dan, and maybe we can get to know each other. Okay, so what I was saying is that Dan is a test. Dan is a test of the spirit as well. And I'm not even doing a Bible study. And Dan worried about who watching it. And I'm not doing anything biblical. If you have some kind of issues with the Bible or something, I'm reading out of a book. This ain't the Bible. This ain't Bible study. We talking about letting go of the past. And maybe, Dan, the reason why you feel like you need to come over here and ask me if somebody's watching me. It's because you really need somebody to be watching you, baby. And if you put up a channel, Dan, I'm going to be your first subscriber. And I mean that. Love you. Now, here's what I did when I do the work to let go of the past. Okay? I did the work. I don't talk about it. I be about it. Now, I read, they had a scripture in here because Cassandra is a minister. She has a ministry. I'm not a minister, and I do not have a ministry. But my talking is ministry enough. And anything Dan or anyone else would have to say would be ministry to others. Maybe God sent Dan to say that to me so that I could improve my way of doing my videos. Okay? Now I said, now the thing is it talks about your mindset. Take some time to do a personal assessment through your life. Ask yourself this question: is my mindset one of hope or growth, or is it negative and flexible? Inflexible. That's Dan. Okay. I met a Dan at Ravinia, and he was a lovely man. What a fun time we had with Dan dancing with those candles. But I'm sure this Dan is not that Dan. Okay. Now, okay, so it says using Romans 12:2 as your springboard scripture to empower you with the truth of God's word, along with prayer that you just prayed in faith. Write down one thing that you can do to develop a more fruitful, if you don't know what that word is, look into it, an empowering mindset, okay? And then I said, here's what I can do. I can face the fact that I was set up to pick people who would demean, devalue, and diminish my life. It was not just my fault, but me as an adult, it was my responsibility to clean it up. I just didn't have the words for it at the time. Somebody who they consider to be narcissistic is self-centered and maladaptive people. That means they use bad strategies to solve problems. And most of the time it's some form of violence, whether it's using angry words against other people or putting their hands on other people. Now, you find out here in this world with everybody until you start putting your hands on folks. And then that's a problem. So, and I wrote more. I said I started getting the feeling last night, and I am tired. Okay? Spirituality is a father figure here to teach upright action. We will perform this split anyway. So I started thinking about the feeling last night, and I am tired, and and I'm just scribbling in here. Okay. Stop induced conversations, child. Look at that. I hate to hear the sound of my own voice. Where was I? This is why I don't use my voice to speak up for myself. Stop assessing, thinking, and drop the storyline. Feeling unsafe and vulnerable. I feel invisible, unwanted. I feel disrespected, and I feel like an outsider. I feel like I do not matter. I feel angry. I need rest. I need sleep. Wow. This was 5/19/2020. Okay. And it says, I feel like my voice is masculine, so I don't get protected. The negative voice has. That made me cry. Okay. And this was under, what chapter is this? Motivation. I do sound like my daddy a lot. I have that deep voice, and I don't care. I guess at that time I did care because I wrote it down. Woo. Okay. I had a lot of hang-ups about my features, maybe in this book. And I had a lot of hang-ups about working or not working. And I had a lot of hang-ups about my childhood, my father, um, and I had a lot of issues around being accepted, okay, for who I am, okay? It's very sad. I guess you journal so you can go back and be sad for you. How sad for me to hate my own voice. Now, now I do these YouTube videos, and I do get tired of the sound of my voice, you know, because you're trying to edit a video and you keep having to play the same clip over and over again. I'm just, by the end of the night, I'm just like, woo, if I hear me say one more thing. Okay? Wow. Okay, and I did not finish this book. It is pretty blank after that. Okay? Because I think I found her self-love workbook, and I started using that. So if you are a Christian person, if you are a spiritual person, you can get into this book. Okay? But if you are not, and you're like, damn, then don't worry about it. Stay away from these kind of books. They ain't gonna do nothing but upset you, because you're gonna feel corrected and convicted, and you ain't gonna like it. Okay? But I had to give up being angry at my father. Okay? I had to let it go. Okay? I had to give up being angry at my siblings. That took a lot. Okay? Because they were just determined to push forgiveness of my father onto me. Okay? And me and my father had already had personal conversations around what happened in the past and how we wanted to move forward with that. And he didn't feel like I needed to pity him at all. And I couldn't agree more. I could not. But they were very much, you know, have this relationship with him, so they would all have this relationship with him together. And everybody's free to have their own individual relationships with their parents, how they fit. I don't control the kind of relationship that my full-blooded brother has with my mother. I can't control their relationship. That's personal and has nothing to do with me. So maybe they had this desire for this huge family, and they wanted all my daddy's random children to come together and be some giant family bundle of love. Okay? But they had a separate relationship with my father that did not include abusive behavior like I did. Okay? They had abandonment, which some people consider to be abuse. They had a lot of abandonment issues. He didn't raise them. But they didn't have the violence on the body that I had. So for them to demand of me to act like we had the same upbringing, and I just thought it was the most absurd thing I ever heard of. And I did not feel the need to tell them, well, Dad did this to me, and then Rose did this to me, and then Niecy and Jante did this. I didn't feel the need to go through all of that to tell them every incident, for them to understand what my boundaries were, what I was willing to do, and what I was not willing to do. I said, y'all have your own personal relationship, and you free to have that. I'm not going to be upset. It's not like I'm going to stop talking to you because you have a relationship with him. You can feel free to have a relationship with him, and I can still have a relationship with you. Okay? So I had to let that go. And I didn't let them go, but I refused to argue about things that happened, oh my God, 34 years ago? 34 years ago. You know, and I made a decision, and that decision stood and stayed with me for at least the last 6 to 7 years. So just let that go, you know, let Let people move forward. Let people make decisions about their life and let them move forward. And if you're stuck in a place where somebody else's decision so concerns you until that to the point that you can't move on with your life, then I suggest you start reflecting on what you need to let go. You need to let go of the idea that your idea is the best idea for whoever they are. Well, let go of that, and then everybody will have the ability to move forward. So I've had incidents. I've had incidents in the past with friends, and some people we call friends. They actually just acquaintances, and we put a lot of extra stuff on top of it, and try to turn friendship acquaintances into friends when they just really temporary people. Everybody ain't you ain't meant to cling on to. So I've had incidents around friendships where I've had to, just see people for who they are, accept them for who they are, and let go of the idea of what I think they should be. Okay? And just take them as they are or leave them where they are. That's completely up to you. But who wants to be hung up in constant anger? Who wants to be miserable every day they wake up? You just wake up upset that you even woke up. You holding on to something. And I'm guilty. I was putting all my stuff on the line and telling you the things that I didn't let go of. Okay? And there are still some things that are very upsetting to me that happened in my past, especially in being a part of, okay, this bee just want to have a date with me today. Me and him, we on a date. Go, 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 go. Me and this bee is having a fight. And now the fight is over. The bee wouldn't let go, and so I had to make the present the bee's past. Okay, the bee is now not here anymore. Okay. Yeah, I told it to go, and it didn't. So, so I have had relationships with siblings. I have had relationships with friends. I have had relationships with partners. And if anything is gonna be lasting and long term, you're gonna have to let some things go. I had to let go of my past, of how I grew up, and holding on to that, and putting that, and let that lead me everywhere I went, and holding on to this feeling of having to prove who I was and if I'm worthy to other people. Let that go. People have had to let go of the fact that they want to be liked by everybody. And when you want to be liked by everybody, it makes you useful to everybody but you. You're just a tool for everybody except for yourself. So you have to let go of want to be accepted by people. You have to let go of wanting everybody to see you as nice, you know, and you want everybody to know that you're the most polite, and you're just the kindest, and that's gonna shine through. If that's truly who you are, that's gonna shine through to people anyway. It's gonna be undeniable, but you don't have to perform niceness. You don't have to perform it, and you don't have to perform get along game. Okay? I just don't want you to convey an idea of, because of how you grew up, because of the things that happened to you in your past, because where you come from, that gives me this country accent, because of the people I come from and the history of the people that I come from, or the history of my family that I come from, that now somehow I have to overcome my upbringing, and now I can no longer be proud of that. That's bull. That's bunk. Okay? If you never let go of the past, everybody gonna be in the future, and you gonna be where you at, still at. Your relationships will wither. Your friendships will be few and far in between. The ability for you to get along with people on your job and it will be diminished. You won't be able to further your career. You won't be able to further any project that you try to put off the ground because you holding on to things so tight that nothing else can get in. Let the past be past, and let now be now. And this has nothing to do with reputation, because I am a firm believer that reputation matters. What you leave people with and the harm you cause other people, that matters. What you do about it today is most important, but if you have left harm with other people, they gonna remember that. And you can change 6 ways to Sunday. And if some people just can't let go of what has happened in the past, it won't make a difference to them. Those people won't matter. You're gonna have to find new people for the new you. So if you did something to me in the past, I wholeheartedly forgive you. And I mean that. But there will be no reconciliation. Look deeply into my eyes. There will be no reconciliation. You are reconciled with the Lord. May he have you and keep you and take you and bless you. But me, I remember. Okay? I remember. And there'll be none of that. Okay? Your reputation matters. If you got a criminal history, everybody know, and ain't nobody forgot you had it. So the same thing goes for you laughing at people and thinking they gonna forget. You hitting people and thinking they gonna forget. You taking things from people and thinking they gonna forget. That's an absolute no. Now they might let go of the feelings that are attached to the harm and the laughter and the things you got, and they done release those things from inside their body and inside their mind where everything is. Okay? But don't nobody want to be harmed by you again. Ain't nobody looking for double dips. Who want to be a part of a vicious cycle? Okay? My cycle vicious enough. I want to be smaller, but I continue to eat cake. Okay, my cycle is good. It's vicious enough, thank you. And a lot of that's some from the past, that you have to let go of. And that was my relationship with food, right? And using food to entertain myself, and using food to comfort myself, and make myself feel better. And by the time I done ate it, I don't feel any better. And I had to change that. Food is when my husband liked to joke where I said he can be hungry. I didn't mean he could be hungry. I mean that every hunger pain that you get doesn't need to be satiated, because it's normal to be hungry. It's unusual to never be hungry. Okay? That's what I meant by that. Nothing that serious. Come here, because I can't see. I think y'all coming and leaving, and that's what people do, because it's alive. You just scrolling up the thing. Okay? I have had to let people be mad. I have had to let people say what they gonna say about me. I have had to, right in the presence of people who didn't like me, be able to smile. Okay? And I had to let go, even in that moment of needing anything from them. even a response. I can drop you a little bit more. You don't owe people a response. You don't owe people your anger. You don't owe people your sadness. You don't owe people your love. You definitely don't owe people your body. What I did in my past was me. And I fully accept all the things I've done. And anybody that I harmed intentionally or unintentionally. But I have to be able to move forward. I can't stay stuck in regret. I can't stay stuck in worrying about how I could have done it differently. Because life is meant to be lived forward, not backwards. And I think that some people are angry because they did bad things to people and they can't let it go. They can't let go of the fact that they did bad things to people, and then they just keep compounding it and making what the old folks used to say, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, now a molehill and a mountain. Okay? So some people be angry because they can't let go of what they did to you. Some people be angry because what they did to you made them feel like a worse person than you. And now they in a competition to make you equal to them so they don't have to feel as bad. So letting go not only harms those of us who feel feelings for other people, and we tenderhearted and we feel and we sensitive and we feel for people. Not only does that hurt us, it hurts people who do those things to other people. And the thing I say is, some people don't know how to go in reverse. Once they get started being low down and dirty to people, they don't know how to quit. They done felt like, well, I done put my foot in my mouth, now I might as well keep going. And I ain't here to heal them. The healing is for them. And my healing is for me. But I'm just saying that when we speaking on letting go of the past, and I had to let go of my unbonded, unloving, ungrateful, unfriendly, unwelcoming, unaccepting relationship with my father. I'm telling you, I've had friends where I've had to let them be where they are and move on with my life. Because for one thing is for sure, an unforgiving person can drag you down too. You will sit around people that talk so miserably all the time that you will be turned into a miserable old coot just like them. They sit around and talk about people and laugh at people and make fun of people. And if you keep on sitting around them, you'll be, next thing you know, you'll be over there sitting up laughing and talking about people and being low down to people. Watch the company you keep. When you sit around a bunch of miserable people, you're going to be miserable. If you sit around people that ain't never got no food, you going to be hungry. Go home. Go home. Get up. Like Oprah did in that meme that go around. Get your purse and go. Okay. Get on away from them people. If they want to be miserable, let them sit there and be miserable. You stop holding on to miserable people because some kind of way you think you can save them from themselves. You need to save you from yourself, because apparently you think that unsafe people need to be saved by you, and they are unsafe. You let somebody that's trained to deal with unsafe people save them. before they drag you down with them. Why you gotta be the hero today? We don't need another hero. We don't need to know the way home. Okay? We don't need it. I am my own hero. I know where home is. It's right here. And I can't fill my house full of garbage from my past, and I can't let other people bring their garbage from their past and be putting it all in my house. This is my house. All this. This is where I'm safe at, because this is my house. I can't let other people bring their past traumas and their past woes on into my house and then think I can be able to smile through it. Sitting around and people are miserable and really they ungrateful. You know, nobody will ever be good enough. Nobody can ever do enough. Nobody will ever be enough for them. And that's why they're miserable. Because they have set some absurd standard that they want everybody to meet. And if that's you, if you did it, they did it too. If I did it, you did it too. We human. Right? And these are human behaviors. And holding on to things is a human behavior. There is no perfect 1111. There is no perfect human being that's running around here that ain't never did nothing or had no bad day or said something they shouldn't or maybe told a joke that nobody found funny. So, ain't no earth angels. We call people who love too much earth angels because they just take a bunch of crap from everybody. But the miserable people don't call you an earth angel. They call you a tool for use. This temple, this body is here for me to use. It's up to me to use my body for what I want to achieve. It was given to me. And I had to learn how to operate it. From talking with my tongue, to forming words with my lips, to putting the S sound behind my teeth. I had to learn to operate this body. Nobody outside of me can operate me without my permission. Is somebody doing something to you? In what way are you allowing? Are you showing up? Are you sitting there? Then I know you know how to operate them legs and feet and get them and get up and get going. Don't worry about somebody looking at you crazy because now you ain't got nothing because you done went up out of a bad situation. Don't worry about somebody saying why you don't have a relationship with your parents. Don't worry about somebody saying why you don't have things and why you couldn't do better with your decision. Don't worry about that. Just start again. Just let it go. Start over. I was saying that in that other video about the food I was eating, about all the vegetables that I was eating. I had to let go of how I used to eat in order to eat a different way, whether that be better or not. I still had to let go of my past ways of eating. So we let go in a million different ways. We'll throw out an old shirt and we'll get rid of old shoes. We'll move to a new neighborhood. But then some kind of way right in here, We need a whole team to get us to let go up here. The same way I throw out some bad food, I can throw out some bad people, and I can throw out some bad thoughts. Same thing. If you throw away a piece of paper, you can throw away at least one thought. And some of the feelings that we had, just being honest, it be us making judgments about other people and then telling ourselves stuff in our own head. Like, I'm having a conversation in my head that nobody else can hear about who you are, and then I'm judging you based on the conversation I'm having with myself. I done thought you didn't like me, so now when I come around, I ain't gonna act like you. I ain't gonna act polite because I thought you didn't like me. I didn't confirm whether you like me or not. And one, I shouldn't be caring, but if I do, because that's human too, then, baby, don't make up stories in your head about people. And people won't make up stories in their head about you. Now, it's something out here, and I don't know who came up with it, but it's, the world mirrors you, the mirror effect. For example, if I go into a room of people and everybody's sitting there chitter-chattering, they just talking, and I walk in and I come in the room, I'm just, I'm going to change the energy in that whole room. Everybody going to be like, and now everybody like, what's going on here? What's wrong with them? Why they come in here like that? Now everybody acting like you. The mirror effect. You brought that energy in the room. You brought that behavior in there. You came with your face made up like this. You come in there, and then everybody's supposed to just be like this. Hey, girl, hello. Hey, hello. Why would they do that? They gonna give you what you giving them. If you come in the room just then the people in the room gonna be like, what's wrong? You okay? Everybody gonna start worrying. If they don't start being sad too, because maybe they was happy and you came in there like that and now they sad. Now everybody sad because you sad. Miserable people make other people miserable. Happy people make other people happy. And sometimes happy people get on other people's nerves. And that's because they miserable. I ain't gonna hold you. Or tired. But misery encompasses tiredness, sadness, grief, anger, jealousy, resentment. Okay. I hit the B with the book. Hold on. Okay. The book is fine. Okay. And I'm not in my own chat to get rid of Dan. Okay. The pathway of surrender. Okay. We talking letting go. Okay, guys. And I have said a lot, but I really mean it. And I don't know if I was able to convey that succinctly or to talk to you about that in a correct way. But I hope that and I'll watch this back. I hope that I was able to tell you some things and lead by my own example of letting go. Letting go of the number on the screen of how many people are looking. Okay? Letting go. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the future. How about that? Do we talk about letting go of the future? Do we talk about how people are so driven by their future desires that sometimes they can't even be happy where they at because who they want to be in the future is just all on top of them, just on their mind. Who I want to be, who am I going to be, what kind of house am I going to have, what kind of car am I going to have, and why don't I have it yet? That can also make you miserable. Pride. Pride. My way is the best. It's a focus on achievement, desire for recognition, specialness, and perfectionism. It feels better than and superior to others. You can be ungrateful for where you are now and let the future ruin today. You could be so pressed about what is my life going to look like in 5 years that you can ruin right now today. It ain't just the past. You can hold on to anything. People, feelings, the past, the pain, the present, the future, and all of it's moving. I'm in the present right now, and now I'm not. And now I'm in the present again, and now I'm not. Every second that passes becomes the past, and every moment that I'm waiting for becomes the future. So you have to really just try to enjoy where you at. Do you have light, a window in your room where special light comes through, and when that light hits your face, you look extra pretty? That's something you can be grateful for right now. Did you just get something you liked, even just an apple from the store? That's something you can be grateful for right now. If not, just breathing the air you breathe, and being aware that some people don't have that ability. Some people are on oxygen tanks. Some people are on in those I almost said cryo chambers, but they're in these protective rooms where they have to breathe pure air. And you can just come outside and breathe the air just the way it is, with grass clippings blowing the air, and chemical smells from the dryer drying the clothes, and you don't have to hit an inhaler, and you ain't grateful for breathing yet. You ain't even grateful for your eyesight, like people ain't blind. And the chosen. Let's talk about the chosen. The chosen ones who were chosen to be under somebody else's thumb, under somebody else's authority, and under somebody else's abuse. That's what I think you think when you're talking of, when you talk about being chosen, because we're chosen every day. If one person stayed 1 minute, they chose that, and so I was chosen. If somebody chooses to do bad things to me, chosen. If I choose it, chosen. If I get a job, chosen. If I get an interview, I'm chosen. If I'm the last one picked for the volleyball game, I'm still picked. You always picked, and you always chosen. Let that mess go. If they picked you to pick on, you can choose something else. You have the ability to choose, and they have the ability to choose. You always have the ability to choose. Now, some people don't like what the ultimate choice might end up being in their life. But it's still a choice. All day, every day. Relationships. Physical. Physician, heal thyself. Letting go of expectations. Pride. Feelings of pride are often condoned in our society, and take the form of perfectionism, neatness, punctuality, dependability, good personhood, excessive cleanliness, workaholism, excessive ambition, success, moral superiority, Dan, and politeness. That's pride. There it is. There's pride. If you say, I take pride in, then you know what pride is. We're not children. And some people might be, but my videos say not for children. Okay? Shoot. Awareness of others. The lifestyle on this level shows a balance of work, enjoyment, and love. There is not the necessity for overambition or workaholism. Although people on the level of courage are capable of considerable energy output if the situation requires it, because the letting go of so much negativity, there is a desire and a capacity to love and to have loving relationships. Allowing grief. Most of us carry a great deal of suppressed grief. Men especially are prone to hide that particular feeling, as it is considered unmanly or unmasculine to cry. Most people are afraid of the amount of grief they have suppressed. They are terrified that they will be swamped and overwhelmed by it. People will say, if I were ever to start crying, I wouldn't stop. There is so much grief in the world, grief in my life, grief in my friends and family. Oh, the untold tragedies of life, all of the disappointment and smashed hopes. Suppressed grief is responsible for many psychosomatic conditions, bodily pains and feelings, numbness, and health-related complaints, ulcers, high blood pressure, gout, migraines. Instead of suppressing the feeling, allow it to come up and be relinquished, and we can quickly jump from grief to acceptance. Now, you done sat here and seen me cry and then laugh. Okay? So, and I talked about that. Okay? The company we keep. Sitting around miserable people and thinking you can have joy around somebody miserable. You're gonna be hiding your own light. You're gonna be trying to act like, well, you just okay because somebody else miserable when you really happy. So since they miserable, you gotta bring your joy level down. No, ma'am, no, sir. No pancakes on Sunday. Okay? We ain't doing it. It says another valuable technique for getting out of apathy and depression in situations which are predominantly run by thought, I can't, is to choose to be the other person who has resolved the problem with which we struggle. Okay? This is one of the great powers of a self-help group. When we are in a negative state, we have given a lot of energy to a negative thought that forms, and the positive thought forms are weak. Those who are in a higher vibration are free of the energy from their negative thoughts and have energized positive thought forms. Merely be in their presence is beneficial. In some self-help groups, this is called hanging out with winners. The benefit here is on the psychic level of consciousness, and there is a transfer of positive energy and relighting of one's own latent positive thought forms. In some self-help groups, this is called getting it by osmosis. It does not necessarily know how it happens, but merely it does happen. And I think this is what my daughter was talking about when she was talking about limiting thoughts, right? And how you need to be in a room with people that are convinced of you. They convinced of you. They don't need you to prove yourself to them. They are already convinced. And that's how I feel about the people who subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Because by that I know you convinced of who I am and what I can do and what I'm gonna show you. And boy, am I gonna show you. Okay? So I'm doing this now. You know, I'm picking topics now. I wasn't picking topics at first. Okay? So now I'm picking topics. And I kind of like it. So in this section that I'm looking at here, and we just flipping back and forth through different books that I have brought out here, that helped me get through different levels of, you know, trying to plan what I wanted to do with my life, how I wanted to go forward, who needed to go and where I needed to go, and how I needed to let go in order to move forward if I got something new. Okay? I had a parent that had 0% faith in me, but not as bad as Stacy's. Okay? In this book, and I didn't share any of Stacy's book, and I apologize for that because I actually watch her videos. I like her. She do ice baths. No, Stacy, not me. But she do those ice dunks to kind of bring yourself to where you can hear yourself think. So where you can hear yourself thinking for yourself, not of things that you regret. Okay? Trauma response is identity. Much like I believe we need to come to center so we can hop off the codependent narcissistic continuum, I also believe part of being centered, being a centered human being, involves recognizing that the identity you gravitated to may be your true identity, or it may be a fixed trauma response that has you in a looping pattern, what I call a vicious cycle, that you can't see your way out of. Your living energetic signature is like grooves of a masterpiece record, but it is easy to be scratched by a trauma that has us skipping incessantly inside of ourselves, stagnant, exhausted, and on repeat, and getting nowhere as an effect of that scratch. Okay, do that. So she talks a lot in here about taking the mask off, how she saw the Dalai Lama once, and he wasn't allowed to speak his whole life, but he had a lot of accumulated wisdom. And I love this story. She said, I sincerely expected him to drop some profound gem when he was finally let go of his vow of not speaking. And I thought I was strangely disappointed at the time, but retrospectively, that's exactly what he dropped. His exact words now, of after not being able to speak for his entire life, was, they asked him, was he hungry? And you know, and what would he do if he was hungry, since he was in a vow of silence? And he said, that's a silly question. The Dalai Lama says, that's a silly question. If I were hungry, I'd say I wanted something to eat. Next question. Okay? Come on, y'all. When we begin to recognize our personality as more of a construction site of our trauma than a blueprint of our truth, we get real with ourselves somehow, which is exactly the medicine we need. And this book goes on to talk about arrested development. It goes on to talk about people pleasing. You know, trying to get everybody to like you. Giving so much of yourself. Giving so much of your time. Giving so much of your money. Giving all of your body away for people to like you. Keeping your opinions to yourself. Keeping your justifications to yourself, you know, so other people can be comfortable. Hey, Katie. Okay. Can y'all see that? I know it's backwards. Don't fear your own will. Okay. She says in this chapter, I'm just going to read little snippets. I just reading a little snippet. This ain't no Bible study. This ain't no Bible. Some people have issues with Bibles. I do not, okay? I listen to whoever smart. And they ain't got to be talking from a book that I got to agree with everything they say. If that's an expectation for you, then that's probably something you need to let go of. If everybody got to say something you like, then you must be looking for somebody to be a damn people pleaser, but you ain't going to find one over here. Now, sometimes I get in relationships with people and they really be thinking this face right here. See how it look? Even without the hair, you see it look like, see it? It look alike. You can say something to me and won't be no problem. But don't let 5'1" and this here get you messed up out here. I don't play about me, and I don't play about nobody around me. Some people think because they look at your face, somehow they can say whatever they want to say to you. You can look at my face and you can say what you want to say, because you free to say what you want to say. But I want to be very clear. I'm free to respond. Okay? Now, don't fear your own will, because my point is I'm going to read out these books. This is my channel. You don't like what I'm doing over here, you can flip that screen right on up. These are lives. I know it's 100 other ones on here. Okay? But this here is Married to the Journey, because I am married and life is a journey. And I have journeyed through many of these books. This one I was saying my therapist said throw that out. This one I didn't complete because I bought another. Hold on, something on my neck. Because I bought another book of hers and I finished that one. It was a 40-day journal. And instead of finishing this book right here, I went on and finished that one. Because let me tell you something. Sometimes, now this book has prompts too. Sometimes, you see, it has prompts for you to do. And in this one, because this young lady here, she is a Christian, okay? And she's proud of that. And so it has a Bible verse here, and then it prompts you, here's what I can do. I can, not I can't. Not I can't. I can. And then you can fill out this. Now, why I didn't finish this book? Because, y'all, because these prompts, I can't think of that all the time. I can't think of what I can do all the time. But in that other book she had, I finished that book, that 40-day fast. Finish that one. Because you can get to let go of later. You can get in some situations and really lose yourself. You know, just start being worried about. Look, I'm trying to find that chapter. Start being worried about what everybody else. Enough for everybody else. Is you giving enough? Is it enough? Are you enough? You enough? You enough? Excuse me, I'm from the South. Hold on. You are enough. Now, it's going to be some words that don't get said on this channel. It's going to be some words that ain't going to be said correctly. I went to college. I studied to be a teacher. I have 1 year left and I didn't complete my degree. Don't fear your own will. I'm a talk country as I am. I'm on this channel to be myself. I'm not coming on here, getting on camera. I almost told a whole lie right there. I'm gonna be other characters on here. I do impersonations and all type of stuff of other people on here. Today I don't know what we call it, but I do characters. I do Tabitha Brown. I'm gonna do Bonita Betrayal. I got here this thing is again. Didn't I tell y'all I was gonna hit you last time? Now you, now why you want that? Get on. Get on. Okay. My little B friend, he ain't my friend though. I'ma tell you. Why you keep coming over here? Ah! Ah! I don't know where he done ran to now. I had a little incense out here and it was burning. And now he is gone out. And now he over here. Now he think he runs stuff over here, child. And I done hit him with the book. I guess that was his friend I hit with the book before. I need him to go head on in that greenhouse right there. And go on in there and get them tomatoes going. Okay, because it's season almost over. So don't be afraid of your own will, but feel free to be afraid of bees that come into the yard and like butterflies, okay? Okay. Don't be afraid of your own will and know how to act in a room and know how to go in a room and behave. She said, y'all, that air conditioner is driving me crazy. Okay. It done came. I thought I turned it off. So it might be a grown man in there turning it on. Mm-hmm. Babe, I can't hear. Turn that back on. I can't hear. Thank you, babe. Oh, that was my husband. He turned the air conditioner on. Don't try to sneak through here. I will show you on camera. Okay. Okay. It says in this chapter. Oh, thank you, Denise. I love you too. She says, my mother projected a lot of sugar honey iced tea onto me as a kid, which is a meaningless sentence unless you're someone who acutely knows what it's like to be projected onto. So like projected onto. So like people telling you who you are, what you think, what you gonna do, what you about, who you ain't gonna be, who you could never be. That's a projection, right? And you have a parent who talking to you in such a way, you know. My father never said nasty things to me, but he allowed nasty, really derogatory things to be said about me in my presence, and then punished me right after. Okay. So she says that her mother projected a lot of things onto her. So her mother put a lot of things on her that the child hadn't even done, or been, or seen, or knew nothing about. And then she said she called my attempts at negotiation manipulation. My questions about life, she told me, were merely my attempt to drive her crazy. My willingness to take a stand, my willing to take a stand spirit, she deemed as bossiness. And told me that the reason no one would ever like me, that was the one reason no one would ever like me. Stacey Hawk, Earn Your Luck. I'll put her in the description because, you know, I'm reading her book. And she is a YouTuber herself. She has her own channel. And it's her name, Stacey Hawk. And she talks about her mother and incidents with her mother at this point in her life as a 40-something-year-old woman. I don't know if she's 44 or she's in her mid-40s. Her mother has taken control of her child. And now her child is living with her mother. And she won't speak to Stacey or talk to her and anything. And she's learning to let go of the need for her child to see her for who she actually is, beyond the things that her mother is telling her. Baby, we be having letting go journeys over and over and over and over again in life. You're going to have to let things go over and over and over again. In order to stay married 14 years, you have to let things go over and over and over again. Believe that. Believe that. And same goes for him. I'm not just the one who have to let things go. If I appear to be too much, I probably am. And then what? I'm not going to be no less. And so when all of us is being minced into a bad thing, it's easy to become afraid of our own will. Your will, like anger, is something learned that is safer not to touch. You've also learned not to trust yourself, to hold it, even if you dare to touch it. When we're projected onto that, it's better to hide ourselves in this world because their truth is we're a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's a bit confusing about what and who to trust. Throw will into the mix, and it's honestly just easier to trust someone who trusts their own will. Even if we can clearly see that they're absolutely full of sugar honey iced tea as a person, if they trust themselves, we feel safer. Why do you think that is? Let me tell you about what when I got picked to go on stage at a Teal Swan event. Teal Swan is a spiritual teacher on YouTube. She's been exposed for different things. She grew up in a cult, a serious cult. And they aren't sure if she was making up the stories about what happened in the cult or whatever about her. And also the information that Teal Swan puts out. Somebody's child committed suicide because she promotes if you want to kill yourself, then you should perform it, like pretend to it and see how that make you feel. And apparently when she did that, she put that video or something out, then somebody's child lost their life because they actually tried it and succeeded at killing themselves. So, and I don't know if that can stay on YouTube or not, because I said the full words, and I know people say stuff like unalive themselves and stuff like that to try to say what I just said. Okay. So Stacy went to a Teal Swan event. You see, everybody goes through what they're gonna go through to let go of things in their past, and everybody's journey is gonna look different. And the way that you let go of something is gonna be different from the way I would let go of something. Okay, and it took me more than these books, but these are some I used. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I read the Bible some. I used to read the Bible every day years ago. And just pray. But you whatever methodology that you use to, not have those thoughts in your head all the time, or not, and being uncomfortable all the time, or feeling sad all the time. Whatever you got to do to get through that, whatever your process is for getting through it, it's perfectly fine. Okay? It's people that are unwilling to accept the way that you choose to get on with your life that make us feel some kind of guilt and shame about how we move forward with our life. Maybe you need to let them go. So she went on stage. She got picked to go on stage at a Teal Swan event. And she was talking about feeling persecuted all the time. And years later, she says, Stacy says, okay, about this Teal Swan event that she went to. She says, I feel as if the burning at the stake sensation not only comes from past lives and bloodlines, it's also knee deep in the paradigm that I feel my mother projected onto me. She expected perfection, not humanity. When I was human, she looked at me like I was evil. She said, I found a way years later to see that the cross my mother put on me and anchored me to was one I needed to burn in my mind in order to free myself through lighting a fire to that ideal of myself so I could rise above it in my soul. And then she goes on to talk further about what happened at the Teal Swan event that she went to. And she said, I just wanted it to feel easier if this is what I was supposed to be doing with my life. And the world isn't necessarily safe. So she was right. So on her stage, I stopped resisting that fact. The world isn't necessarily safe. Okay, it's right there. The world isn't necessarily safe. And that's something she had to accept. And I say that a lot too, like if every day I woke up and just concentrated on the suffering outside of myself that's all over this world, then I could never find joy in my own life, in my small little bitty world. Okay? Because I could not control God's world. Okay? I cannot control the world of the watchers. Okay? I cannot control the world of the gods. Okay? Or the great spirits of the great beyond. Okay? I cannot control their world. Okay? You cannot control the world. Okay? And you cannot perform world peace. You got to make it through today. I'm trying to make it through this life. Okay. So, you know, so I've read several books. I've read several books to get myself where I needed to be, to remind myself that I already know the answer. And I'm glad to have friends like Stacy, and even though she don't know we friends. But that she was able to gift the world this book. That David was able to gift the world this book. That Cassandra was able to gift the world this book. That I'm able to gift the world me sitting here today talking about letting go of the past. My past assumptions about what I thought things should be. My expectations of how I thought things should be. Sometimes life just not going to do what you want it to do. Because life be lifing out here. As it goes. And you know what time it is, folks. Stop playing with me. Yeah, I comb my head today. Because sometimes combing your head today is all you can do for the day. And guess who you saved? You saved yourself. Okay? And yes, I snatched that wig off. Snatched it right off. Ooh, I almost pulled my earring. Okay. And now we're going to go into transition because you know I got to do 2 wigs in my live. And here's the second wig. And again, like I said last video, this ain't no makeup channel. I don't know why I gotta be saying that, but it's true. I guess because I'm showing wigs, you know, people might get to thinking I'm some kind of wig artist or wig designer or some kind of I love wigs or something, or I know something about doing hair, and I don't want anybody to be confused. I know how to comb my hair, and I comb my children's hair. Okay, but my best friend is a hairstylist, and she do some hair. Now, I don't know if she's still doing hair. She been going through a lot, but she just had her grandbaby. Congratulations on that grandbaby. Okay. Now let me see if I can lay this wig down. But this ain't no makeup channel. You come over here and I got these big red lips. I don't know how to do no makeup. Now we gonna play in some makeup in some upcoming videos, but baby, I don't know how to do no makeup. Don't get the game twisted. My eyebrows get arched at the nail salon. I don't even know how to do that. Okay, I'm throwing this wig on because second wig of the day. Wig moment of the day. Okay, you see that gray hair showing right there. Because this wig is little. But it ain't got to be perfect because it's not for perfection. It's for playing a character. Like it was a black lady and she was asking her white friend, girl, do you know how to cut chicken? Cut chicken? She said, cut chicken. I'm going to do her. I'm going to put this hand upon them. I'm like, cut chicken. I'm going to act it out. I'm going to show it to you. But anyway, cut a whole chicken, girl? I ain't never cut a whole chicken before. All right. So at the beginning of this video, we did a grocery haul. If you wasn't present, I did my grocery haul at the beginning of this video. So it wasn't no bait and switch. The grocery haul is at the beginning of the video. Okay? And then I moved on to the topic. I wasn't going to stand over my food and talk about letting go of the past, or I'll be letting go of that past expired food. Okay? So we talking, oh, we better get that hair up out my mouth. We talking letting go of the past. And I've been reading out of some books that I use to get past some past issues that I'm looking at the camera because I'm trying to get this wig together. But I know you here. Okay. Nah, I didn't bring the brush outside either. And I done already left twice to go back in and get the books. And to get my husband to turn the air conditioner off real quick so I can finish up this live and then he can have his air conditioning back. Because I can't hear out here. I'm right next to the air conditioner. Hold on. That's the air conditioner right there. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. Behind that tarp, that's the air conditioner. So I'm right here. Okay, so I couldn't hear. So I went inside for that. So I done went inside twice. I ain't going inside to get no brush for this wig. I'm just gonna show you this here hair. I'm trying to show my mama's beautiful paparazzi earrings. Ophelia Lewis on Facebook. Ophelia Lewis. Right down in the chat. She in the chat too. And she got all these beautiful earrings. Beautiful earrings that I be buying. And she give me a bunch of them because she my mama. And you know your mama gonna give you some stuff when you go over the house. You just go on up in a refrigerator, start getting you some stuff. You don't ask her nothing. And she put me on to some real good chicken tenders. And I've been buying them real good chicken tenders ever since. I ain't buying none this week, though. I done moved to a new neighborhood, and they don't have the real good chicken tenders at the store that I order them from. And I order things from Walmart, so, okay. So there she is. And there are the butterflies looking like a butterfly crown. And you know why the butterflies up here now. If you ain't watching my lives, then you don't know me. And let me reintroduce myself. Hi, my name is Latoria, and I am Mrs. Wandering Wife. And this channel is Welcome to the Journey, where I talk about my life, my garden, in the palace, okay? And in the wigdom, which is upstairs in here, in this house here, in my craft room, okay? And up there, I be live in this yard, and I be live upstairs in what I call the wigdom, because that's where all my wigs at, okay? Now look. I've been married for 14 years, going on 15 years. And my anniversary is in a few days. Hello, September 18th. And so I'm on this marriage journey as much as I'm on this life journey, okay? And we on this YouTube journey together. All right, now I done got this wig as straight as it's gonna get, because it ain't gonna get no better. Okay, it really ain't. I mean, this wig cost $6. What you want it to do? I don't know what you want it to do. Okay. It's a $6 wig, and this lipstick was free. And so it looked like free lipstick. Okay. Thank you, Denise. Thank you, Dale. Oh, thank you. I love you guys too. I really appreciate you guys coming out. All right, now we about to put on this. Look, it's almost gone, y'all. Baby lips. And I told y'all last time, I ain't bring my glasses again to tell y'all what the name of Maybelline make it though. I don't think they make it anymore. Mm-mm-mm. And right at the end, I put some on my face. Okay. Bop, bop, bop. All right, and it's really oily and messy. I wouldn't prefer it. I mean, I'm sure you would get this all over people's clothes and everything. So it's very oily, and it's not Maybelline's fault that it's oily like that. Maybelline didn't do nothing to me, and I ain't do nothing to Maybelline. But I left it in the car, and it got melted, and now it's been like that ever since. And now this color. Now the reason it look like I got a mustache, but I don't. I'm just dark in different areas. But this color here, that's not the color it is. Okay. It's showing up this color because I had a brown color on before I put this on. And it's so hard to take that brown off because it's a matte. And it sticks. It's supposed to stick. You can drink water and everything and it'll stick right on there. But it's a red. See? All right. It's not the same. It's only because they got mixed together. Okay. And then I had this wig on at first. Oh my God. And now we done switched. We done switched to another wig. And I was out here talking about letting go of the past. I've been out here for 2 hours. And I've been talking about letting go of the past and these books that I've read. And then how many YouTube channels I've watched in order to let go of the past. Now, you can let go of the past if it's bringing you down. But do you know why I'm in this wig? I'm in this wig because I didn't let go of the past, okay? I've been in theater in some form of performing arts my entire life. And when I had my children, I took them to the performing arts, musicals and plays all the time. And now they're adults and they are creatives. My son is a drummer and my daughter is an artist, a fashion designer. She paints. And Lord, she do so much. She got a lot of gifts. And she's just darn right beautiful. And my son is incredibly handsome. A very handsome biracial young man. He is Cuban and black, okay? That is his heritage. My daughter is full-on African-American, American descendant of slavery, FBA, whatever names we out here calling black people in America that are from America, whose grandparents, great-grandparents, and great-great-grandparents, and great-great-great-grandparents, and great-great-great-great-grandparents were enslaved in America in the 1800s, okay? So whatever we calling ourselves today. But anyway, so that is her heritage, and that is my son's heritage. And I'm proud of where I come from. I'm from the farm country out in Arkansas, and I ain't ashamed of it. Not one day, and I never will be. Whether a Dan or anybody else come through in here and have something to say to me, I'm going to still be very proud of who I am and where I come from, because what else would I be? Ashamed? So these wigs come from high school theater and loving theater and going to plays even as a grown woman. My husband still takes me to a play. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Dan. So anyway, it be them Dans that always double back too. Okay. Dan better go get him a relationship he can be happy with and let go of the past. Okay. Do I really think people listening? What a jerk. You know, people have the right to listen to whatever they want to listen to. People sit up and watch people hit each other in the face with pies. So if they want to listen to me, they can. So now here she is. Now she gonna be in a lot of skits. Say hello. Hello. Okay. She gonna be in a lot of skits, okay? Anytime I'm playing a white woman, she gonna be in there. And if I'm playing a black woman that got blonde hair, she gonna be in there. Shoot. If I'm pretending to be Beyonce, I'm gonna have this on. It's $6. $6. It's got a small cap, so you can't have a head bigger than mine. Okay? If your head bigger than mine, it ain't gonna fit. You see how my hair showing on the side? And this the cap line. Right there. So the cap too small for me. But that's okay. I didn't need her to be perfect for $5.99. I just needed her to come on. Okay? So she did good. She doing just fine. She a thin wig. She losing hair like all the other cheap wigs do. They have hair just falling up out of them. And so, you know, she doing her thing. But she is kicking it for the $5. Okay? She doing what she need to do for $5. Wow. For real? Hold on, y'all. Because I be damned. I'm sorry, I had to kill a spider right on my camera thing. He just dropped straight down. Now he just slide on down. Don't land on my sock. And now I'm finna smush it. And so now the spider is gone. And you say, oh my God, you didn't run from the spider or the bee? And I didn't run from my brothers either, and they was bad. Okay, so I ain't gonna run. I didn't grow up with girls. I don't go, a spider. Okay, I don't do that. I grew up with brothers. If I see a spider, I'm gonna hit it as fast as they hit it too. Okay? And that. And so this little wig right here, she doing what she need to do. And we ain't worried about what she ain't gonna do and who she ain't gonna be. This is the $5 wig. Okay? And she doing what she need to do. And it's the free lipstick that I got. And it's doing what cheap lipstick gonna do. Okay? It's doing what it's gonna do. All right. And this little what is this? Headband with the butterflies. It might have been $8. I don't know. I mean, look, I just started YouTube. I'm not gonna be out here. Since I started YouTube, I've spent $100. I have not earned a penny off YouTube. But I bought some wigs because I wanted to be funny. And I bought this camera stand. I bought them little microphones that don't ever work right. I bought them. They were $8. I bought this camera stand. It was $14. I bought them wigs. I bought this caftan, but I like caftan, so this wasn't for YouTube, but kinda. I wear these because I be hot. And I bought oh, okay. And you know, so little stuff like that. The little hand and glove set that I showed y'all. I bought that stuff so I could do the Beetlejuice skit. You know, and it's gonna come in handy for other things. I put it to a Latino song, and I thought it fit because it was like a flamenco. It was like a flamenco kind of beat, so I thought I thought it did good. So you know, and that little veil and stuff I bought, it was like $6, stuff like that. But baby, I'm not out here. YouTube ain't giving me no money to spend to be out here doing all that crazy wild stuff. I can't do no shopping, clothing shopping hauls for y'all unless I buy some clothes to go on a trip, and then I can show you what that look like. But I don't have a closet full of clothes that I'm sitting up on, and I can just jump up and show thousands of dollars worth of clothes. I don't have a brand deal, so everything I'm doing from off me. YouTube ain't giving me nothing right now. YouTube don't give new YouTubers money. It take almost a year to get some money off YouTube, and I've been doing this for 3 weeks. So Dan can come through here and ask me what do I think people listening to, but where's his channel? So who cares? I got the people here, and I'm proud of the people that came here. I don't have to be some famous YouTuber. I enjoy this. So I would hate for it to feel like work. Not that we want to fall for it. But yeah, I probably spent $100 since I started doing YouTube, and to try to get the CapCut program, to make the videos, to make the thumbnails. It's $9.99 a month. I got an Adobe program, and it's the same amount per month, but I'm just doing the 30-day free trial to make a few videos for my second channel, which you see in my community section, the subliminal channel where you listen. It's not subliminals on there yet, but I will be putting some of those manifestation videos up there to show, to have the things that you can hear me talking while you're asleep, and kind of telling you that you are a good person, you are a special person, and you're going to win, and all of that. And all of that is true. I said this in my last video, that every day that you are here on earth, every day that you are alive, every day that you can see me, you won already. Especially if you're able to get on YouTube. Most people don't have the internet. So that's something to be grateful for. We somehow think everybody have the internet, and a lot of people still don't have the internet in America, the United States of America. So everybody over here ain't got all the things you think they have. Okay, so that's why I'm very clear on this wig was $6. That wig I had on before that was $10. I'm very clear on ain't no Richies over here. We just bought this house. We are new homeowners. I am 47 years old. My husband is 41, and we just bought our first house. Okay? And it was not cheap because they clowning people over here with the housing prices. All right? But the topic today was letting go of the past. And I have talked about that. So if you catching this at the very end of this live, and go back, and we talked about letting go. And I cried a little bit. And if you go back to the very beginning, you'll see my grocery haul that I did when I first came on, because I got my food delivered today, right when I was getting ready to start the live from Walmart. And so I went ahead and did a grocery haul. Why not? Okay, I did that. I'm still gonna put out footage showing my husband building our barbecue grill out here next to our fire pit. We got a wood pit, and right next to that we have a cooking pit, because I told y'all I be outside in the wintertime at that fire pit. And before I had a tent, in my other house we had a tent, and we would be outside in that tent, and we had it really close to the house. So when you walk out of the house, you walk straight into the tent. And we had a heater in there, and we had chairs and everything set up, and we had a table where we could eat dinner, and we'd be outside in the winter. And on the other side of the tent was a little door, and you could go out and you could pull it back on each side. And the fire pit was just outside the tent, and we would have shrimp boils going on out there. We would be warm. We would have hot chocolate going on out there, big pots of soup, and we would be outside. I like outside in the winter too. So you'll be seeing a lot of that. I'm gonna leave this wig alone before I tear all the hair out of it. Look at $6. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that video up of my husband putting the tent together. And y'all get a video a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel and get a video a like, okay? Likes are free, subscriptions are free, but this content I put out, it is not free. And I used to think, hey, why do people always say, hey, help support the channel so I can keep putting out this footage? Well, I always be like, why do they always ask you to like support the channel? And now that I'm doing it, I'm like, oh yeah, because I'm buying wigs, I'm buying subscriptions to different production things, where you can make videos and add music and add words and all that. Those programs are subscription based, so they were paying for those programs. They probably was paying something to StreamYard to make sure that they stuff, or Zoom or whoever. You have to pay for those things. So I now understand why they said, support the channel, so I can keep putting the footage out, because clothes ain't free. And saying something about StreamYard. I done forgot. Charge it to the menopause. Okay? Charge it to the menopause, y'all. But yeah, so now support the channel, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe. I really appreciate everybody that I already got. Okay? I really appreciate it. I didn't think anybody was gonna show up, so that goes to show me. Now I need to let go of thinking like that. Okay, talking about let go of the past. So, um, yeah. So if you go back through the channel, you'll see all of that, and I have a new found respect for YouTubers and what it takes to put a video together, and the time it takes to put a video together, and the mind power it takes to sit here and stay on one topic for 30 minutes to an hour. I just do extremely long lives right now because, I'm building watch time hours and things like that. So once the channel kicks off good, the videos will be more 1 hour, or 30 minutes or 10 minutes. I'll have those videos. And I have those on my channel already. Oh, Denise. Oh, Denise. Okay. Oh, I was saying forgiveness. Letting go describes a simple and effective means by which to let go of the obstacles to enlightenment. And it described what enlightenment was, and to become free of negativity. During many of the decades of the author's clinical psychiatric practice, the primary aim was to seek the most effective way to relieve humans from suffering in all of its many forms. The inner mechanisms of surrender was found to be of great practical benefit and is described in this book. Now, if you had a horrible parent, and your parent just, was just cruel. I ain't just talking about a parent who had to discipline you because you did something bad, okay? Maybe you snuck out the party and you should have been studying for a test or something. I'm not talking about that. But if you had a parent that just really competed with you in life, just really was jealous of you, and they birthed you, Stacy's book is really good. Now, if the reason why you can't forgive and you can't let go is because you don't feel value in yourself, and so you don't think other people deserve, then you might want to check out Cassandra Mack's channel on YouTube. All these people on YouTube. Cassandra Mack is on YouTube. You don't have to buy anything. Cassandra Mack is on YouTube. Look her up. David Hawkins' book, this book, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender, is an audio book on YouTube. Okay? Stacy Hawk is her channel. Stacy Hawk is on YouTube. And she goes in and she talks in a way that is very whimsical, very spiritual, very nature girl, I'm funny and campy. She's not that. She's a very she's just a spiritual girl. I don't know how earthy, but she's a white girl, okay? She's a white woman. She's not a girl, but she's very very earthy girl, indigo child. That's how she talks. Okay, so that's Stacy's channel. Okay. But Cassandra Mack is Christian. Cassandra Mack is a Christian. She's a Christian woman. Okay? So if you don't like Christians and you don't like Bible talk, you don't want to listen to Cassandra because she's going to tell you about the Bible because she's speaking from a biblical perspective. I'm speaking from life experience. Okay? And I've read all those books because I'm open-minded. No one idea is too good. No one idea is too bad. Okay? And no, there is no perfect answer. So everybody is doing the best they can. Okay? Really and truly. You're welcome, Denise. Thank you so much for staying with me, Denise. I really appreciate it. I really do. And I wish for you forgiveness because from the inside, forgiveness is an inside job, and letting go is about personal boundaries. Letting go is about what you will not do. Letting go is about what you cannot do. And letting go is about what you should not do. That's personal. It's not about what the other person is going to do, but it's about what you're going to do. Somebody I watched, she said, it's like somebody that calls you all the time, for example. And you would like that person to stop calling you all the time. And so what you would do is to tell the person, stop calling me. You don't call me like that. And she was saying that's trying to control the other person, right? To get them to behave in a way you like. So what you want to do is you want to say to yourself, if they continue to call, then I will block them. That is a boundary. You will speak to them. Another form of boundary is you can speak to them and say, if you call more than 3 times, then I will stop picking up. That's an action that you said that you would take in the boundary that you've created for yourself. Now, forgiveness, like I said, that's inside, that's internal. I just don't want to think about it no more. I'm not suppressing it, but just feeling all the full feelings of what it is and what it felt like and what happened, and accepting that it is that and that did happen, and accepting it and saying, and in spite of that, I'm going to continue to live my life. In spite of that, I'm going to keep smiling. In spite of that. Okay? But letting go is very similar. You need to, sometimes we think that letting go means I let go. Okay, you did that to me. All right, I'm done with it. No problem. Hey, you did it. Let's go out to lunch. Okay? No. You did that to me, and we ain't going to lunch. Okay? You can forgive people and not reconcile with them. Forgiveness is for you to not be mad. It doesn't matter what they do. It's about you. So reconciliation, okay, is about what they do here on out after being made aware that you're aware, because people know when they do bad things to you, but making them aware that you're aware that they do bad things to you. And then once you've made them aware and told them what the consequences of that behavior would be, you stand on that. Okay? And you can reconcile with them with boundaries and rules and conditions. Your love should have conditions, with conditions in place to protect yourself, not protect them or, to use as a weapon, to protect yourself, to keep you from leaving the space of peace that you want to be in. Okay? And some people you really do have to let go of. I think Stacy learned that ultimately. She still doesn't advise, Stacy. She still doesn't advise cutting people off. She doesn't advise, cutting your parents off, cutting your friend off, or whatever. She don't think that's the best way to handle things. But this past experience that she had with her mother this year, she had to do it. And she literally had to let go of her daughter and let her mama do what she will with her. and pray to herself, or at least in herself, let herself know that her daughter will come back to her if that's what it should be. You know, if her daughter, maybe, you know, and one day her daughter might realize that, but also to letting go of the fact of waiting for your daughter to realize she made a mistake. You have to let go of waiting for people to realize they done did something to you. Whether they know it or don't know it. You have to move on for you. It's all about you being able to start again. And it doesn't mean that you have to come back into contact with them people that done did that to you. And the same thing go for if you watching and you one of them people that done did something to somebody. The people don't have to right now forgive you and right now put you back in their life. Okay? And that includes your job. And I know sometimes we be scared to let go of stuff because we don't know what's going to come next. But if it's killing you and it's making you sick, you know what's next. What's next for everybody at the end of all this, whether we good or bad? Death. So don't let situations drive you crazy. Don't let people drive you crazy. Just keep it plain, you know. Some people you can't even tell the truth. They get so dang on mad. You can't even tell them the truth. And if you can't tell people the truth, then that means they want you to lie. And if you're not a liar, then you're going to have to get up and move around. And get up and move around mean let go. You have to get up and get your stuff. Sometimes you actually physically going to have to get your stuff and go on. Let them. If people want to hate you, let them. If people want to be mad at you, let them. If they don't like you, let them. If they want to talk bad about you, let them talk bad. If they don't want to invite you, let them not invite you. Let them. Why you expect so much from somebody you already know don't care about you? Who lying to who? Is you lying to yourself? If I feel like somebody don't care about me and they don't care what I got going on or who I am and what books I've read, if I feel like they don't care, then you know they can miss me. Okay? If they don't care, I can get on up and go where somebody else cares. Let me tell you something. Listen. It's over 3 billion people on this planet. If that one don't like you, find number two. If that one don't like you, find number two. If two don't like you, find number three. I mean, you got a lot of numbers to go through. So, baby, I bet you before you get to 3 billion, you be done found them. I bet you. Okay. Okay. Shoot, this is over how many? 355 million people just in America. Baby, you got a lot of work to do. You can make it through all of America and still can't find nobody to like you. Okay? Telling you. Let them people go head on. I think sometimes we get tunnel vision around people. And act like they the only thing that exists. Where your mama and daddy made you, somebody else mama and daddy made some more people. Okay, there's some more people out here. There's more people out here. I'm out here. I'm out here. You can definitely sit with me on Wednesday and Sunday. And we can talk and I can put that thing up there. And that say other people can join and you can just come right on up here and we can talk right on live. Child, please. I have friends that live in Montero, California. I ain't never met a day in my life. And I still call them friends. So, mm-mm, mm-mm. You can let go and you can move on. I have, and I will again and again and again. I had some difficult, what I was going to tell you was, I had some difficult situations in being a step parent that left me, it almost made me depressed. In some ways, now I'm pulling on her, see? She got a kink right there. In some ways, I was so depleted from that situation. Some people just are determined to make everything in life a misery. It's like, and it ain't no it's like. People don't know who they are, meaning what they like, what they don't like, what they want to do, what they don't want to do, what they can do, and what they cannot do. Some people just don't know that. They ain't never thought about it. Some people never been given the opportunity to decide what they like or not. Because it's always somebody just mouth just going. Just mouth going all the time in your life. Till you ain't even got room for your own damn thoughts about your life. Oof. And I make that face because people like that they just make me so upset. And here's another thing too. It's some people that want you to smile all the time, no matter what they do to you. They want you to be happy they did it. And some people want to teach you, some people punish you because they want to teach you a lesson. Ain't that something? You want to teach me a lesson. You better write it down and put it on a damn chalkboard like a teacher because you can't teach me a thing about a lesson. Some people just want to punish other people. I mean, it's really disgusting. It's people that come on YouTube, instead of starting their own YouTube channel and talking about people they don't like and make their money, they'll come on your channel and disrupt your channel just to be trolling you. They ain't really trying to convey no messages. They just want to be insulting. Maybe if they say something to you to make you run off YouTube and you will never come back or something. Some people just want you to stop your life so they can live theirs. Some kind of way, all the millions of people, billions now that exist, you in particular, they want to compete with. You in particular, they jealous of. They jealous. Some people be jealous, and it's just because I got this $6 wig. They jealous just of this raggedy wig. And it ain't raggedy. I just said that. I mean, it's too little for me, but it ain't no raggedy wig. Some people jealous just because you keep smiling. Every time you have a problem, the problem don't break you in half. It didn't stop your vibes. You got up and did it again. You got up and lived another day. They be mad about that. You got some peanut butter and they ain't got no peanut butter. Now they mad all day. And if you say hello, they don't try to make you mad too. Some people mad because I got a camera phone. Some people mad I drink kombucha. Some people mad I got a camera phone and I got an iPad. Some people mad I bought this house. Some people mad because look at my backyard and they backyard, they ain't got one. Some people mad because I got a bird house and they ain't got no bird house. And they ain't got nowhere to put no bird house. And maybe their apartment building don't let them put no bird house. So now they mad they saw a video that I had a bird house. People just be mad about anything. It don't keep me from smiling. It don't stop my smile. I go to the bathroom and I give myself I just look in the mirror and and it's just people out here mad, and I'm just in the mirror in the bathroom just. They mad, and I'm up here in the backyard laughing. Okay. Okay. It's stuff I had to let go of. I had to let go of having a relationship with my stepchild because they don't like the way I talk about their mama. And I don't like the way their mama talk about me. I had a real problem with how they were talking about me. One, because they didn't even know me. So people won't even know you. And then they won't even bother to get to know you because they don't want to see anything good in you. They just want to be mad about who you are. Some people mad because what they heard about you don't match who you actually are. And they'll take it upon themselves to sit up and try to make you into the person that the other person to tell them you was. Now they making it their mission. I'ma make them show they self. I'ma make them show they true colors. And then they be disappointed because when they were looking for the true colors to show up, it never did. Because who you showed them you are is who you actually were. And they'll be mad about that. I've had to let go of things and relationships I've invested in deeply. You can do it. You can move forward with your life. And everybody have regrets. Ain't nothing wrong with you if you regret something in life. Everybody have that. Welcome to the club. Because like I said about this here book, in here, pride, I don't know if I can get to it fast enough. It seemed like YouTube wants you to get to the point fast, and you gotta hurry up. But in this book, it said that pride is about trying to be perfect. So you could be trying to have the most cleanest house. You could try to have the best car. You could try to be the most wonderful person in the world. You want everybody to see you is so good. And that's pride. Okay? And let me tell you something about a bully. A bully loves to try to break people's spirit. So if you high-spirited and full of joy and always having a good time, that'll make somebody want to pick on you. Just being happy can upset a miserable old coot. There, I said it. There, I said it, okay? So, Denise, I love you. You got this. You can do it. You gotta let go of it. I had to let go of my expectations for YouTube. I just had to sit here and just talk to the camera, even if no one's there. You have to let go of wanting to win all the time. You're not gonna be liked by everybody. That's just a fact. When people on, it was some of these red pill guys on YouTube, and they love to say that black women say, I ain't everybody's cup of tea. And then they try to use that against them, saying, well, and that's what they love to say. They ain't everybody's cup of tea. But I'm here to tell you something. You ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea. Everybody ain't gonna want to sip. Okay? And you shouldn't want everybody drinking out your cup. Okay? I would never pass my teacup around and let everybody put their lips on it and drink out of it. So, everybody ain't got to like you. And everybody ain't gonna like you. And everybody ain't gonna like me. They gonna see this hair, these butterflies, the bright color, and this beautiful yard. And they gonna say, I don't like her. And that's just fine with me. If you need me to smile every time you see me, then you want me to be a clown. And I ain't got it. I clown on my shorts. But I'm a real whole and full person. I'm a whole person. And I encompass a lot. Okay? So you can let go. You can let go. You can let people go and let them go and let situations go and move on with your life and move forward and accept. First, you're going to have to accept that it is what it is. Okay? Now, my bird friend done started squawking and hollering because he been waiting to get back over here at this bird house. And I've been sitting out here enjoying you guys' company and just leaving him over here all on his lawn. And he been wanting to get back over here and eat this new bird seed that I done put out here for him. Okay? And I'm going to have to let go of this live so he can have it. But you got to be able to laugh at life for real. You really do. And you gotta be willing to not take things too seriously. Okay? We made all this stuff up. It's all made up. All these ideas came from people's imaginations. All the artwork, all the color perspective, the picture, they imagined what it would look like. Okay? We made it up. Okay? The watchers are watching. Some people believe in the watchers. Some people believe in aliens. Some people believe in God. Some people believe in God again, but they call him Allah. Some people believe in the trees and nature is the rulers of this place. You know, everybody got different beliefs. You have to stop holding on to that everybody need to be like you, or that you need to be like them, or that you need to be liked by them, or they need to be liked by you. And nobody needs your approval, and everybody can use their own tongue. Now, some of us, we're going to have to pay a consequence, and people don't like consequences, but consequences come in positive and negative. Now, I wanted to do the right thing as a step parent, but it blew up in my face because the consequence of doing the right thing amongst people who love to do the wrong thing is that they will ostracize you, they will talk behind your back, they will scandalize your name, and they will cut you off. And that's just a consequence. And I don't go into anything thinking that the outcome is going to always be positive. That would be setting myself up for failure. And failure is a lesson everybody needs, because you need to know that you are not perfect. You are a human being. You will make mistakes, and it is perfectly okay to do so. And it's perfectly okay to win all the time. Okay? So don't never let nobody make you feel bad or sad because you won, you did good, or you did better. Some people want you to be in the gutter where they found you, where you came from. Some people want you to stay in your middle class neighborhood or stay in the hood. And they don't never want to see you do no better. Some people want you to stay in your, what Trump say? Stay in your some kind of raggedy country or something stupid he said. Whatever he's had to say. Some people want you to stay in your messed up country. Some people want you to stay over in Haiti. Some people want you to stay in Venezuela. They don't want you here. And so what that mean? You shouldn't? And so what that mean? I'm sure I have a neighbor who has Trump signs and he hate Prisoner and all kind of signs over here. Right across, I see it. First thing in the morning, I look out my door, I can see that he got a problem with a lot of people. But it ain't me. But he can't cure the world, and he can't cure America. You can't cure America. Let me look up here. And you can't cure the world. And you're not going to fix every problem that the governments and the people of America have created. You're not going to be able to solve that in one day, and you're not going to solve that this year, and you're not going to solve that in one election cycle. And baby, let me help you out. You ain't going to solve that in 30 years. So you might as well enjoy the ride. Okay, these people, they got a plan, and they going to enact it, and every plan they ever had, they enacted, and every plan I ever had, I enacted. All right, so you do that. You let go of thinking you got to hold the world on your shoulder and that you owe the world everything. And I don't speak for black women. I don't speak for married women. I don't speak for women who wear wigs or butterflies. I don't speak for women who wear caftans. I speak for me. Okay? And on that note, and on the note of you can't run the world, because no matter how many signs you put up, black people gonna move in your neighborhood. No matter how many signs you put up, Mexicans gonna move into your neighborhood. Because you can't control this world that is made up, and you can't control nature, which is the weather and they play all with the weather. I ain't gonna hold you, but you don't run this. You can play with it, but you don't run it. In the same way you play with it, it can teach you a consequence too. Okay? Now you can't solve pollution. Okay? Bob Marley said, so you got the answer to war and pollution. Okay? Where that though? So you have to take your hands off of stuff that's bringing you grief. Take your hands off of stuff that's holding you back from doing what you want to do with your life. And sometimes it means let people go. Releasing your grip. Releasing the grip in your mind that your thoughts is the only ones that matter. And that goes for the bully too. That's the half of their problem. They think they thoughts the only ones that matter. And that they have the best ones, but they filled with pride. Okay? I ain't gonna bring about world peace either. I love to see a world full of peace. But I ain't gonna bring that about because other people got other ideas and I don't run them. Okay, but I'm gonna defend myself against them, so mote it be. And to the winner goes the spoils. And the winner gets to tell the story. So keep on winning. All right. Don't believe too much of history about you, yourself, and anything of this world. Everything has been created for your entertainment pleasure. I have been presented to you here today for your entertainment pleasure and my own. I am entertained. And so, you know, just don't take yourself too seriously. Okay? Just don't take it too seriously. All right? And that's within reason, because I'm a reasonable person. I know everybody got to eat, and they want their children to be safe, and I want to be safe, and I want my children to be safe. They out here in this world too. You know? But nobody can come in here. You have to let them in here. They can say everything they want to out here. But they can't get up in here unless you let them. Listen. So I'm going to keep having fun on my channel. That's what I do. And I'm going to talk some topics because that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get some disagreements, and that's what it's about. We can't make progress if everything I say, somebody say yes. Then we can't make progress, okay? So we're going to progress together. And we're going to go into spaces where we're not welcome sometimes. And as soon as we realize we ain't welcome, it's on us for what the next step gonna be. And we can either work to ingratiate ourselves into the community, or we can bully our way in and we can try to dominate people with our power. Or we can gather all together and try to dominate people. And when you do that, you'll never have no peace. There'll never be peace as long as somebody's trying to dominate somebody else. There can never be peace. If you in a relationship with somebody and they think they get the last word, well then guess what? There can never be peace. There's gonna always be some form of resentment or contempt flowing around. And I'm looking down again. I'm supposed to be looking. But yes. Let go. And I'm gonna let go. I got to let this live go. I enjoy you guys so much. I really do. And I appreciate my neighbors. They let me come out here and be as loud as I'm gonna be, and nobody laughs. And uh, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna give me something nice and cold to drink and enjoy it. My husband is on vacation. Like I said, our anniversary is in 4 days, and every day ain't been sunshine, but we still here, 15 years and going. So I wish you all the very, very best, and I hope I provided some value to you today, or at least you had some fun. Now you check out my videos now. Come on now and stay. Subscribe. I ain't gonna do nothing to you. I swear I ain't. But just like you pop off, I will too. And I want you to have a good day and have the best day possible. I love you guys so much. I'll catch you on Wednesday. And in the meantime and in between time, you'll be seeing some video footage go up. And it'll be going up at the 3 o'clock. And it'll be going up Monday night at midnight. And it'll be going up Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I've just randomly put things out during the week just to entice you and tingle you to come on into these lives and see who is that crazy lady in that wig. And now you know the crazy lady in the wig lives in Algonquin, Illinois, and she sits around and talks stuff in the garden with that sassy accent that you can barely understand. And if you need captions, turn them on your TV. I got it on, but I ain't here. Hey, I'm country. So bye now.